Hello. So I'm in my room, obviously, and so the new chair, it has stuff on it right now because I need to take the sheet out to the loft because that's where my sheets are at the moment because there's not like a dresser or anything and I can't fit the tub that has the sheets in it in my room right now. So anyway, alright, here's the chair. And basically my bed, if you look, you can see the indent there. That indent was basically where the end of the bed, like this part, it was turned the other way obviously, but it was there. So the bed went all the way to the wall, and then I actually had this, sorry, it's a real mess in there, but that big mound of clothes was actually like here-ish, and then there was a dresser here, which was not my dresser, and then actually over here was the other dresser. So if you remember in any of my previous videos, this desk was there, like kind of between the window and the door to the bathroom. So like that end of the desk was touching the corner of that wall, like where the shoe and the purse picture are. And before I had like two tables, I think, that were up against that wall, and then actually the white and black like student desk that I used to have, it was actually catty corner kind of in that corner. But actually originally, like when we first moved in, my desk was here, and then but I think it was more towards the casement to my bathroom door. And then I had a bookcase here. And I think normally my calendar would go either here or here. This is an old calendar. It's from 2012. I just put it there because at the time I didn't know what to do with it. So anyway, so basically what has to be done now is I have a full bed frame. This obviously isn't it. This is a twin bed. But what I have to do is get a mattress for the full bed frame. It is gold, and I don't know how to describe it to you, so I'm just not going to try. But basically, that is going to take up a little more space. So, like, out this way, which, I'm not a big fan of that, but unfortunately, it was hard to find a bed frame that I liked and sheets that I liked that would work. So, they always think you're either a child or you're like a high schooler or you're going away to college. Like, that's what they generally think of when you're looking for a twin bed. And I was just like, so I ended up going with a full bed. Originally, the bed frame that I picked looked a lot more like this chair. That was kind of the vibe that it had, but the one I really wanted kept selling out, and the other one was a lot more expensive. So, I ended up going with a gold bed. So I'm pretty excited about that. It is downstairs. We do have it. We just don't have the mattress yet. So, this was the latest thing we put together, and then I do have an end table, which actually is part of the same collection as this desk, and that's going to replace this nightstand. And the thing is, the nightstand's fine. It's just, one, it doesn't really go with what I'm doing. It's kind of gaudy. And it's also just really beat up because I've had this thing since I was like 3. I'm 35, so that tells you how old it is, and I think it was old when I got it. I want to say this stuff was popular in like the 70s or something like that, 60s, 70s, and I think it's called like French Regency or like something like that. I forget. But anyway, so I actually think when I'm not using the chair, I'm going to push it up against that wall. And probably a little more straight than it is right now. It's kind of crooked right now because we just set it up and we were testing the chair. So in order to push it all the way back, you have to leave room for it to do that. And I think one thing we're going to do is in this corner put bookcases, and then I guess kind of where the bed was, which is like right in this neighborhood. Sorry, it's a mess still. I think what we decided to do is Mom found these really cool dressers, and that would help with the clothes problem because that has been a problem in my room. Because obviously you see I have this mound of clothes, and some of them do fit in my closet, but a lot of them do not fit in my closet, or maybe technically they fit, but it's just so jam-packed in there that I can't fit anything. And yes, you might be like, well, Cindy, you can get rid of stuff. Yes, I know that. I have been getting rid of stuff slowly but surely, but the thing is, for the most part, in some part of the year, I do wear, I would say, a good 98% of my clothing. There's some I wear more than others, and there's some that I haven't worn in a bit, but it's mainly just because I haven't had an occasion to wear it to. When you're in a pandemic, it kind of sucks a lot of your options out. And also, since I'm not like going to a workplace and working, I don't have an occasion to wear some of these clothes. Like this I can probably get rid of, but that's really one of the only things that's in there still that I don't think I would really ever wear. I mean, I'm not saying I would never wear it, but it's just not my cup of tea. Anyway, so originally, what wasn't pink, I was going to do white. However, one of my problems was I don't like white. White is like one of my least favorite colors. It's really not even a color. So, and also since I have things like this trash can, it is like this black or like really dark blue with these like purple flowers. So it has this kind of moody vibe to it. And one of the other things is I want furniture that I can use again. So, kind of like my dream house scenario, which, like, I don't know how practical this is because I'm poor, so I don't know that I will ever be able to afford a house of my own. But, you know, just like thinking positively, my ultimate dream in a house, as far as decorating goes, I kind of want to have a house that I can do in a lot of shades of like pink and green, because pink and green are like two of my favorite colors. I do still like blue, But it's not my favorite color anymore. It was my favorite color when we painted the room, and shortly after we moved here, I realized that pink was my favorite color. And it's kind of like my favorite color is actually the hot pink, but I think the light pink looks a little more grown up. I do like the hot pink because I just find it nice. But I was thinking, we saw these dressers. It was a set of dressers, and they're basically like a chest of drawers. So think of it, again, it's messy back here, but you see this 3-drawer like thing. It's kind of around that size, I think. But there's a set, and they actually have 4 drawers, and they have these like hairpin legs, and the hairpin legs are gold. Now they did have white ones, and they actually had, I think, gray ones, or no, I think it was actually, okay, they had blue, it was like a gray blue, they had a white, and they had a black. So I found the black ones just stunning. They were really pretty, and it was a set. So I think it ended up being just under $300, which like is a lot of money, but they looked like a nice piece of furniture, and you get 2 of them. So you could just buy them single, but I think it was a better deal to just go ahead and get both of them. And I kind of would need both of them because I'm thinking about putting a TV in here somewhere, so that I can, you know, sit on my bed, relax, and watch the television. That's nice. And one of the reasons why, okay, so when we saw those 2 dressers that were black, and they were just so stunning and striking, and I was just like, oh my gosh, these are so good. Like, I love the way these look. They look sturdy enough. There's a bit of visual interest there. Then I was like, oh, well, that kind of shoots the idea I had. And the idea, one, I wanted to find pink furniture, but the Westerly dresser, it was like almost $1,000. I'm like, I don't have $1,000. So I was like, eek. So I was like, that's not gonna work. And also, they say in interior design, you were not meant to buy every single piece in a collection. They make everything so that no matter what you need, if you really like this piece of furniture and it's a piece of bedroom furniture, you can pick from the collection whatever it is you need. They're either assuming that you already have some stuff, or that you're gonna kind of go piece by piece, and they only usually have the collection for a certain amount of time. They don't intend for you to buy the desk and the bed frame and the desk chair and the dresser and whatever. So whenever you see these collections and these catalogs where like all this crap is in a room, they really don't intend for you to buy all of them. It's just showing you a room setup with everything. And I mean, in a way, it looks really cohesive. So, like, it's very tempting to just buy everything in a certain collection. But sometimes the things in the collection, while they look good, they don't work for what you need them to do, or if they don't have the right size, and whatever. So anyway, I was going to get some white bookshelves to put in this area, probably from IKEA. because I couldn't find any pink bookshelves that I liked, and all the other bookshelves that I saw that might be able to work in the room wouldn't really work for the amount of books that I have, because I think I counted it up between this closet that has books in it and the area like in the loft. There are like 350 something books. And I know, yes, I could get rid of some books. I probably will get rid of some books. But I also will probably buy more books or acquire more books because people give them to me. And I need to have a place to put the books. And also, it's nice to have a place to put picture frames and knickknacks and whatever. I don't have a whole lot of that kind of stuff because I'm not really a knickknack person. I'm more of a collector of like pictures. That's what I tend to collect more than just stuff. In terms of like little tchotchkes. I'm just not a tchotchke kind of person. Pretty much like those figures up there are kind of most of my tchotchke like things. I do have a few more, but again, these are things that people gave me, and that's the reason why I keep them. It's not really, and usually it's something that I like Belle from Beauty and the Beast, or something like that. Whatever. Usually it was a gift that somebody gave me, and so I keep them because someone gave them to me, and I appreciate it. So anyway, yeah,